If you're planning to buy in upstate South Carolina, you probably want to know, is the market competitive? Are there bidding wars? How fast are homes moving? And what do I actually need to know before coming into a certain market to make smart, confident decisions? I'm Elizabeth McCarthy. I'm a lifestyle and relocation realtor specialist with EXP Realty here in the upstate South Carolina, and I'm going to give you the most current, honest picture of what we're seeing in this market right now, by price range, by area, and what it actually means for your strategy and buyer coming from out of state. This is the conversation I have with every relocation client before we write a single offer, because context is everything in real estate, and the general market stats you find online really tell you what is happening at that specific community and price point that matters to you. Before you are actively researching this market and want a real conversation about a specific situation, your budget, your timeline, reach out for a free discovery call. There's no obligation, there's no pressure. It's just a genuine conversation and guidance from someone who works in this market every day. My booking link is in the video description below. Let's get to the numbers. Let me start with the broad picture because it's more than people might expect. Greenville County's median sale price is running around $370,000 as of early 2026, up roughly 5 to 6% year over year. In the city of Greenville itself, the median sales price sits higher and above $480,000. Spartanburg is significantly more affordable. The median sale price around $230,000, $275,000, up modestly over year after year. Days on market in Greenville around 50 to 52 days. Spartanburg around 48 to 50 days. Compare that to the national average, about 66 days, and you can see that upstate is moving faster than this whole country, but meaningful slower than the frenzy of 2021 and 2022. Inventory is sitting at roughly 4.7 months of supply in Greenville County. We call this a balanced market, and neither side having that leverage. About 13% of Greenville homes are selling above asking right now. That number is actually near zero a year ago, which tells you the market has found its floor, and well-priced properties in desirable neighborhoods are attracting genuine competition again. At the same time, about 27% of the listings are seeing price reductions, which tells you overpriced inventory is sitting. Sellers who price to the market are winning, and sellers who are priced above it are not. So this 2026 reality is a buyer's market in some pockets, a seller market in others, and a balanced market in most. The zip code and the price range matter more than the regional headline number. Let me break this down by where the market is actually competitive, because the answer is very different depending on where you're looking and where you're buying. The most competitive pockets right now are well-priced move-in ready homes in that $300,000 to $500,000 range in the most desirable school districts, Greenville County's Five Forks area, parts of Simpsonville, Augusta Road, and North Main corridors in Greenville. And well-located property in Greenville County side can still see that multiple offer within days of listing. If you are shopping in these areas, know about these competitive prices. Be prepared to move within 24 to 48 hours to have that offer strategy, that conversation with your realtor before, not after. Above $600,000 in Greenville County, the market can slow down a little bit. Buyers have more time for negotiation, and in some cases are getting those price reductions and seller concessions perhaps. This is a meaningful shift from 2 years ago when even that luxury inventory was moving quite quickly. Spartanburg County's market is still more uniformly favorable for buyers. Days on market are longer, price reduction rates have been higher, and the sale to list ratio is sitting just under 98%, meaning buyers are typically negotiating small reductions from list price. Buyers looking in Inman, Campobello, Landrum, inventory is more specialized. Properties with specific characteristics, acreage, lake access, equestrian setup can still attract significant interest from those pool of relocation buyers searching for exactly that. And in these micro markets, knowing the inventory intimately matters more than reading that headline data. Quick pause. My free Upstate South Carolina relocation guide covers all communities in detail, including what your specific budget gets you in these areas and how to approach that buying process as an out-of-state buyer. The link is in the show notes below. Let me give you that offer strategy that actually wins in this market right now. First thing, preparation. It is the difference between getting that home and losing it. The buyers who win are not always the ones who offer the most money. They are the ones who are ready to move decisively when the right property appears. That means your pre-approval is current, specific to South Carolina. You have that offer strategy conversation before you need it most. And you know your true ceiling before you start touring. Number 2 is strong, clean offers win. Fewer contingencies where appropriate and where you have done your homework. A strong earnest money deposit, typically 1 to 3% of that purchase price, genuinely shows that commitment. And in this current market, offering to cover a portion of closing costs is still more appealing to a seller than a higher price because it reduces their out-of-pocket monies at closing. Number 3, relationships. They matter more in the upstate market than most buyers realize. This is not completely anonymous institutional market. Listing agents know buyer's agent. A well-crafted offer from an agent with a local reputation can land differently than an identical offer from somebody the listing agent has never heard of. This is one of the genuine advantages because people are willing to work with each other and do the right negotiation. And sometimes it takes a little patience. This can be a strategy. So number 4 is patience. The right home for that specific vision may take weeks or months to appear. Do not buy the wrong house because you're in a hurry. The upstate is not a desperate market. You will not be permanently priced out if you miss property. So be prepared and ready to move and trust the process. I do want to briefly address interest rates because they are on every buyer's mind, and this conversation deserves more honesty than it often gets. As always, check with your lenders for the most up-to-date, accurate information possible. Here is a general idea of what is happening. As of mid-2026, 30-year fixed rates are sitting at that 6.3 to 6.5% range. This is meaningful lower than highs of 2023. And some of the forecasters from Fannie Mae, Morgan Stanley, they're projecting rates somewhere between 5.5, 6.5% through the ends of the year. There is genuine disagreement and nobody knows for certain, but stay up to date because these ranges can fluctuate. Quick pause because my free Upstate South Carolina relocation guide covers communities in detail, including what your specific budget gets you in each area and how to approach that buying process as an out-of-state buyer. The link is right in the show notes below. Let me give you the offer strategy that actually wins in this market right now. All right, here's what I tell my clients. Marry the house, date the rate. The right home in the right community for your life is not waiting for a rate environment that may or may not materialize. If rates drop, refinance. If they don't, you still have that home that serves your life in a market with structural demand driven by net inbound migration that is not going anywhere. The upstate housing market in 2026 rewards preparation, local knowledge, right strategy for specific property and community you are targeting. The buyers who do best here are the ones who come in with context, not just enthusiasm. So as always, that's step one. Download that free relocation guide. It has that full market overview. The link is in the show notes below. And step two, if you're ready to start this buying process or you're getting close and want to understand what strategy you should use for your specific situation, reach out to me. Let's do that discovery call. My name is Elizabeth McCarthy. I'm with EXP Realty. I give every relocation client a current market briefing specific to their target communities before we are writing any offer, any of that. We are preparing and using strategy. Context, the difference between a confident offer and maybe that anxious one. So drop a comment below. I would love to know what price range, what communities you're thinking or targeting, and I try to respond to as many as I can. Subscribe for a new video every week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.